people about young people and sex. So I think the first question is what do you think the average age is that guys lose their virginity, and what do you think the average age is girls lose their virginity?
I think the average age in these days probably maybe around 19, 20.
For both guys and girls, you reckon?
I reckon maybe for girls it's probably tad older, maybe around 21, 22, just because they I don't know. I seem to think nowadays it seems to be with college. It seems to be very mixed, very relaxed, and sort of with that, you have a lot of parties and you have a lot of meet a lot of people, and then from that get the
Do you reckon to go on that there obviously are girls and guys that lose their virginity at ages like 15 and 16? Do you reckon a lot of that would come down to peer pressure from other students, or do you reckon that would come down to like 15 and 16-year-olds actually interested in sex, 15 and 16 and want to lose their virginity? What do you think you'd put it down more to?
I think I'd put it down to there is a bit of peer pressure, but I think that's not too much in losing their virginity. It's not too much pressure on that. But I think it's also got to do with maybe how they were grown up, when they're introduced to sex, and how they're sort of taught it. So maybe might help with how their parents sort of teach them about sex, and how they sort of learn about different aspects of it.
So you think like socioeconomic position and where they're raised definitely comes into it? Definitely. Can I ask how old you are?
19.
19. And is this your first year at uni?
Second year.
Second year at uni. And just do a lot of your friends come to this uni, or are you by yourself?
Well, I guess from my high school there's been a few people who come to this uni.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I went to two high schools, but from my selected high school, because they're considered a top university, a lot of people come here. But most of my friends at the moment are sort of who are at college.
Yeah. Was it a co-ed school, your high school?
Yeah.
Were there a lot of relationships of people at the same school in the same year?
There were. There's a lot of different relationships.
Yeah.
Because I guess in year 12 there was less so, because there was a lot more focus on study. So it's sort of like unless you become a couple in like year 11 or earlier, then sort of really blossom into 12. So
did you ever have a relationship with a girl in your year or any of your close mates or anything?
During high school, yeah.
During high school, yeah. Was there a lot of, not so much talk about it, but do you know of people in your high school that were losing their virginity to their girlfriends in high school?
I know a lot of people at boarding school, at the high school, who had lost their virginity, and they were sort of considered the people who weren't too interested in getting like the 90s in like their ATAR.
Okay.
So maybe not too worried about. I guess probably still considering their future, but not.
They're focusing on other stuff.
Yeah, focusing on living now rather than. Sort of.
Alright, so and another question, if you were a father and your daughter has come up to you, she's 18 years old and she's been going with her boyfriend for, let's say, 2 years, and she's like, I want to lose my virginity to him, I love him. What do you say to something like that? It's tough.
Or as a father, of course, I'd have to say no. Like, having two sisters of my own, I sort of know how that's how hard that would be. And I'm not even their father. I'm just silly.
Exactly.
Yeah, obviously, a father's instinct would certainly be to say, you don't do that until you're married, I guess. Or it will depend on the upbringing that I've been brought up with. I guess it'd sort of be going that way.
So, are you religious?
Yeah.
Do you believe in sex before marriage?
That's a tough question. I have to say I don't believe in it. However, I do understand that it happens and that people can fall in love, but I do believe that it's certainly better to wait till marriage for sex.
Wait till marriage, so there's just the one sexual partner your whole life? Cool. Alright, well I think that's about everything. So thanks a lot, Tom, for answering those questions.
Alright.
And all the best of luck in uni this year.
Thanks.
What do you think the average age is that a guy would lose his virginity and a girl would lose his virginity?
I guess probably say like for a guy 17, 18, maybe for a girl 18, 19.
And do you think that's a good age, or do you reckon it should be older?
Yeah, I think that's probably
Suitable?
quite good. Yeah, suitable.
Cool. And are you religious in any way?
Yeah, I'm actually a Christian. So,
Do you believe in sex before marriage?
not for myself and not for other Christians, but I can't, impose on anyone else.
Cool. So for a 16-year-old girl or a 16-year-old guy that's had sex, just about to have sex, would you put that down to peer pressure these days, or would you put that down to actually 16 and 17-year-olds are like legitimately interested in sex at that age?
I'd probably say, it depends on each person, but I'd say that I think there is a degree of peer pressure, but I think when it comes to that, it's probably not, like I know most of my friends, if they aren't virgins, like they're not doing it because they really want to tell people. Because they
So you think for guys and girls, 17, 16, 18, so 17, we'll say 17 is a good age. Okay, so next question is, you're a father and your 17-year-old daughter comes up to you and she's apparently in love with a guy. They've been going out for a year now. And she's like, Dad, I want to lose my virginity to this guy. I'm being honest with you. What do you think I should do?
Wow, that's quite a big hypothetical.
That's insane.
I guess, you just have to ask her, what are her motivations for doing it, I guess, ascertain that. But I mean, at the same time, like being young now, I think parents have to let their children sort of experiment in some way, and like, if something bad happens, I guess that happens, like that's going to happen all through life. So.
Would you treat the matter a lot differently if it was your son, your 17-year-old son that came up to you and said, Dad, I want to lose my virginity?
Probably not, to be honest.
No, you treat it the same way?
Yeah, the same.
Cool. And how old are you?
I'm 18.
You're 18, this is your first year at uni?
Yeah, first year.
Did you come from a co-ed school? Or?
Yeah, I came from a co-ed.
Was there a lot of relationships between students?
I think, there were a couple, but I wouldn't say any,
Nothing full on. Was there
nothing.
Was there ever like a guy would sleep with a girl but they weren't going out, throughout, like at a party on the weekend, or
like
everyone would hear about?
occasionally, but it wouldn't be
Nothing extreme?
Yeah, nothing extreme. Like, I mean, maybe, not very often, really.
And do you have a girlfriend?
No.
No. Have you had sex before though?
No.
No, you haven't had sex. Do you see yourself losing virginity to a girlfriend or someone you meet at a party?
Oh, definitely a girlfriend.
Definitely a girlfriend.
Yeah.
So if the opportunity came along, like you're drunk at a party and she was the hottest girl ever, you'd just say, no, I don't believe in this? You're a firm believer, or is it just something you keep in the back of your mind? You say so that,
Yeah, I think, I'd like to say that in that situation I would.
And you trust yourself. Okay, cool.
Try and control myself. But...
Cool. And when you do lose your virginity, do you think, like, who will find out about that? Will you tell your friends? Will you tell your brother? Will you tell your mum? Like, who finds out about that first year?
I think it's probably going to be my best mates. Because like I've got younger siblings, so won't be them.
All right. Yeah, obviously.
But probably best mates. I guess.
Okay, cool. Well, cheers. That's all, Nick. Thanks, man.
Thank you very much.
Awesome.